Hi everyone, welcome back again to Spiritual Growth Tarot and Astrology. I'm Denise and this is my weekly reading to check into all things Trump. So we're going from July 9th to the 15th, 2023 of course. I'd love to not be having to in July of 2024, but anyway, I'm just going to let all that go. Let me swap out cameras, bring it over my table, and see what's coming through. Hold on. Okay, so let's see what's coming through this week. He certainly has had a busy week on his untruth, whatever you call it. Not even going to say the name of it. Platform. He shared a screenshot of Obama's address. And then some dude named Taylor, I don't know, what is it, Taranto or something. He went to Obama's house with guns. Turns out the guy lives in a van down by the river kind of thing, you know. And, yeah, dude's in big trouble. So, yeah, so there's that. So... let's see. What might be coming down the pike for him legally this week? July 9th to the 15th. Hope you guys had a good 4th of July. Oh, goodness. Yeah, and there was something else on the news. Pretty much it's been all about the documents and how he just keeps... he keeps going to his rallies and, you know, Iowa and everywhere else, just talking about how it's illegal what's happening to him. It's like, no, it's not. And then I guess there was this other Arizona governor, Doug Ducey, like what a name. He came out with the information that Trump tried to pressure him into flipping the election too. So, okay, but this week, what might be coming? Will anything happen? I mean, man, I am trying to be patient, but something more needs to happen. It irks me to no end. Ooh, there's an investigation. It irks me to no end that this guy that he's out there with, you know, these black SUVs full of Secret Service agents and that now, while he's, just because he was a former president, I hope I have the camera up high enough. I'll fix it if I don't. I think I do. That just because he was a former POTUS, now he has all this damn protection while he's out there, you know, hurting people. He's out there hurting America because he's a friggin' traitor, right? I pretty much think everybody agrees with me there. Hold on, let me bring this up a little. Is that down? No, wrong way. Let's try that. Sorry. Here we go. I swear this one's not my OCD anymore. I just have to make sure that 3 rows... yeah, that should work. Okay, so now it should go faster. Ooh, and there he is. That's not good. None of these cards are good. Look at that. Wow. You know, I just want him to sit in jail for a while and think about what he's done. Or not for a while. The rest of his life, what he's done has just been horrific. And we're still, you know, the longer this goes on, oh, there's Melania, the mole. The longer this goes on, the more we're still being traumatized. Oh, she's out of Dodge. She's already got another plan. Woo. Okay, so because he did appear, I'm going to start right here. So here's Trump looking forward to lots of distractions and the darkest, the nightmare of the soul, but the darkest, one of the darkest souls on the planet, this born psychopath, is on this soul journey that's hanging over him. He can't get away from it, this karmic soul journey of being tortured with worry and stress because he knows what's coming down on him. Investigation after investigation after investigation. I'm going to call it adjudication card, because that's what it should be, is he's under demands. There's not, I don't know that he can negotiate. He might think he can, but he's not. Judges are coming down on him left and right. People are examining him. I imagine this would be even the IRS. And major disputes, and he just sits there, or runs around disputing anything else, and then turns around and sues. I mean, like he did with E. Jean Carroll, turned around and sued her again. Excuse me. Man, all of this is sneaking up behind his back. So what's sneaking up behind his back? Someone with secrets who is looking for a payout and has some strategy to make herself even more wealthy. I don't know that it's Ivanka, even though this is the Ivanka card. Hold on one second, I need to get some water. But whoever she is, she has a painful loss hanging over her head. So it could be Eileen Cannon or Aileen Cannon. But this could also be Ivanka, and this could be Jared and Don Jr. here. Let's see. It could also be, oh goodness. Well, no, she's a little too young for, I was thinking of Fonnie Willis. But Fonnie Willis, well, it could be because Fonnie Willis is 51. That puts her more in this category over here. But Aileen Cannon is younger. But who's on top of Aileen Cannon? Well, this is my often my Merrick Garland card. Jack Smith didn't show up this time. But whoever she is, there's some painful loss and ending coming through over her, and she's coming behind him. He might not understand that when she loses, I think it's Aileen Cannon, when she loses something, it affects him, of course. So I don't know what's happening with her. That's interesting. Looks like something's going to happen this week, and it has to do with her and her strategy. And the secret may come out that it was very quid pro quo. I mean, it's not a secret to us, but quid pro quo. And maybe Melania is the one that spills the beans, because I know, I mean, in so many readings it's come through that Melania was the one that spilled the beans as to the documents in Mar-a-Lago, besides the fact that he kept hiding crap and wouldn't give it back, But it's, yeah. All those photographs of where the boxes were. Okay, so, or where to go, here, look over here, take a picture of this, that kind of thing. Okay, so, but with him, he does have some control over his cheating. But there's something new that comes out that is going to really affect him, and could be some new evidence as to an investigation, is what I'm getting there. He is trying to cover up. Of course, it's not working. It's just a big distraction. He's the thief that is finally caught. There's changes at Mar-a-Lago that have to do with the fact that Melania doesn't like being around him anymore. Yeah, and she doesn't have high morals herself, but, you know, or any at all, maybe. But she's taken off, or maybe going to another country. Maybe just different longings, or drinking a lot. I don't know. This can be a card of drugs and alcohol, but most of all, it's our card for longing, and you have a different vision and your hopes and dreams, basically, and it's our card for foreign lands. So the card that's knighting to this has to do with a man, an older man up here, which could be her parents. I can't remember who it was. Somebody wanted me to read on her parents. The question had to do with, was she supporting them? I think so, because they actually lived with her, or lived with, when they were in the White House, both of her parents lived in other quarters and helped take care of Barron. So there's that, you know. And they are, you know, like foreign. When it comes to foreign dirty people, her parents were awful. I think her dad was aligned with the KGB way back when, or no, I think it was called FSB back in those days, maybe? I'm not sure. Pretty sure it's FSB was what I read. There's tons of information in, what's the name? Craig Unger's book. Hold on, I have it right here. This one. House of Trump, House of Putin. And it's full of pictures. It's a great book. Okay, so Melania's strategy is get me the heck out of Dodge right here. And there's a painful loss for him, and he's hiding how much pain it is. He's acting like the tough guy, but he's in a world of hurt right here because she doesn't want to be around him anymore. I could imagine that he is crazier than ever. I could imagine that he's just talking trash constantly. And then, of course, with this card knighting, this is my card for mental problems, you know, going back to his very, very early childhood. But for this week, I mean, I'm not seeing, we don't have the imprisonment card to even show any restriction. I think he's free to just keep running around, running his mouth, it looks like. And he has his partners, but they're being investigated too. And they're all going to flip on him right here. That's in this line. Rudy, all of them in their proffer agreements. I don't know how well they're going to do themselves in their proffer agreements, but they certainly are going to do as much damage as they can to him. Yeah. And then even Don Jr. up here running his mouth, that doesn't help. We've got connection here to here. My God. And Don Jr.'s strategy. Yeah. Nothing's working out for anyone. They're all, you know, just not going to be able to make it. And that's even sneaking up behind Melania. What's coming up behind her? I wonder, some deception as to, well, maybe this is more like what she's carrying with her. Maybe it's because it's a long line of her wanting to take care of Barron, and she's been hiding and deceiving as much as she can, and maybe moving things in and out of Mar-a-Lago, because this would be my Mar-a-Lago card for them, and this would be going to and from, and just taking little bits because she's trying to survive and get the heck out of Dodge. So I don't know whether or not we'll have anything, you know, come through on the news this next week about her, but Yeah. She comes through very often in his readings, and she's always facing away from him and trying to get away from him. So let's go with the opening up here. So investigations, having to, look at the fact that somebody's demanding something from him. And then on another layer here, this could be Waltine Nada, in his partnership, with him as they have traveled. That might be more on the news, and there's going to be some painful revelation that comes through about that. Now, on another level, too, this could be, oh, God, you know what this could be? This could be, a couple of things. So this could be Melania, too, and the divorce and her moving in a different direction. And I don't know if she can really actually legally divorce him, but in her mind, she's gone. So legal or not, it's been a divorce for quite some time. But this could also be, would that be? Yeah, no, I don't think it has anything to do with Ivanka and Jared. I feel like this is more about him. There could be something that comes out on the news as to all the things that he's ever said about Ivanka that is way, way, way out of line. Like, too bad I couldn't marry her. She's my daughter, that kind of stuff. And then this creepy, like voyeur, whatever, all of that. Because this is pretty disgusting right here. But that's him. That's him and his sick, twisted mind. Meanwhile, they're always calling the Democrats the pedophiles. That's what they do. They call any Democrat is a pedophile automatically if you're a Democrat. Like, what? Insane. So, but anyway, this week it just looks like more disgusting, sick stuff coming out on the news, and excessive demands on him, nightmares, hangovers, really, really, really awful problems. And it's also, this despair card, it's in the Kipper. This is a card of violence. It's a card of self-sabotage and self-destruction. And that is exactly where he's headed. That's what he's looking at. And then with this thievery card, it's our card for, something's majorly wrong and something went missing. And gee, I wonder what that might be, right? And I don't know if it's hidden in Ivana's coffin, or what. I don't even know that there'd ever be a reason to exhume that coffin, so I don't know that we would ever find anything out. And, I know a lot of people probably won't agree with me, but they say, well, why would it take 10 people to carry a coffin? Well, the way it goes in those circles, and this is even true with, I remember Mike Pence once, just wanting to get in, moving boxes. It was moving boxes out of the back of a SUV a long time ago, and he wanted to do it just for the photo op. And that's the same thing, too, with her coffin. So I don't know if there's anything under there, but there certainly could be. I could be wrong about that. I just don't know if we'll ever totally find out, is the thing. But, this could be an ex-wife here. And he had his strategy. And, unless Ivanka knows about her mom and something comes out at some point, I don't know. That's the thing. I get things and I wonder, and then until it happens, I don't know if I'm right. All I can do here is read the cards and listen to my guidance. But what I can say for sure is that we do have this painful situation with Melania, and she has a completely different strategy, and it's all about getting away from him. he's headed this way to this world of pain, all this hanging over him. She's headed this way with, it looks to me like, a supportive community in another country. And I really do think that this woman, this mature woman here, is her mom and her dad, and they're helping her get away. And they have support to help her. And she's trying to get away from this poverty consciousness that she, you know, maybe at her, I don't know how old she is now, she's 50-something, right? She might be approaching her second Saturn return and realizing that she wasted her entire life connected to a person like this because she was coming from poverty consciousness and thinking that she had to hook on, she had to latch, she had to land a man. You know, and the whole thing with Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, all connected to her. I think she's trying to get away from all of that. I don't know how much healing she can have in this lifetime. If she worked really hard, anybody can turn around a lot, but I don't know that she is. But well, only thing I can say for sure is every single week or every single time she shows up, she's always going in the opposite direction. So the only thing I can say for sure is that he's going into a world of pain and she's trying to get away and make things better for herself. So that looks to me like his week, you know, legally. I hope I'm wrong. Hope I'm wrong and we have, I don't know, this card. I always get this one, or often get that one. Where's the other one? Here's what I really want. These two. Dun, dun, dun. That's what I really want. I don't know if I'm going to get it, you know. I mean, because if I read the four corners just about him, it could, I mean, that's another sick possibility that I don't want. But if there is a possibility that there's some new plans, like maybe Melania's got some new investigation to try and get him out, and there's some community of, and this would be Saudi Arabia, whatever, for him to try to get away. And she might be leading that because all this is down on her. I don't think she would do that unless there's a big fat paycheck in it for her. So we'll see, you know. We'll see. And if it happens, it's because she helped. But it doesn't make sense to me because she's come through so many times in other readings that has to do with her being the mole at Mar-a-Lago. Interesting. Okay, well, we're just going to have to wait and see this week how it all plays out, if anything does play out. But we've got the backdrop here. I can't tell if she's helping him. Well, here, let's do it a different way. Hold on. Let me grab the Lennies real quick. Where is that? Oh, here we go. Let me grab this deck. Because now I'm really curious. So it's Ciro Marchetti's Gilded Reverie. It's the expanded edition. And that other one, if you're interested, just in case you're new, that was this deck here. The Fonda Sakir, something like that. End of Century Kipper. Okay. Melania. What's Melania doing? Is she trying to help him or get away from him? What is the status of their relationship? What's going on there? Just to get really clear, is she trying to get away with him, get away from him, or help him get away with something? Is she trying to help him escape, or is she trying to escape herself? Okay. Melania. What's going on in their relationship? Okay, right there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't think she's very happy there. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. So this would be, the Kipper is a very relational deck, and the Lenormand is very situational. But it's a good deck for relationships too. You can see the situation of the relationship. Yeah, she's had it. That's what I was getting in the beginning. Okay. Oh, yeah, and especially she's looking to get the heck out of Dodge there. So I won't go into it extensively, but quickly it looks like she's looking to, this is a card of decisions. She's made a decision to try and maybe legally get something going, because we've got a legal card here, and she knows something's wrong. She knows that she has to be very careful. She has to be really careful, because we've got the foreign contacts here. We've got the biting her in the butt if she's not careful. We've got the burden, and she's being very, very careful about words, text messages, any communications. But she's already made a decision, and it's all secret. But it could come out if she's not careful. So she's being very, very careful. Is she supporting him? I would say no, because we don't have the dog. This card here tells me that she's navigating with secret decisions, and she's looking at all the details and looking very deeply at all the details as to how to bridge herself away from all the opportunities she could take to bridge herself, I think, away from him. And with the mice here right in the center, she's stealing little bits of whatever she can. Oh, maybe she's stealing documents that she could turn around and get him with. Oh my God. Yeah, that would do it. Whoa. Yeah, because she has a solution to seal her own, destiny. And she has opportunities to change her fortune here. But she knows how to hide it. She knows how to mask what's really going on. She's been a slick cookie. Wow. So we have a clear-cut decision here, but also, there's danger. This is a dangerous card. Then we have choices and alternate pathways here, and in a system that can help her get around somehow, sneak around. Wow. We have travel here, travel systems in place, and she can work that. Yeah, it's to protect her and to protect her from being, taken out. But there's also this burden she's looking to end her burden right here with him. Wow, dude, man. So the dude has betrayal coming at him from all angles. She's willing to take a risk to free herself out of the cage. And she has deep resources. And the more she looks, the more she finds that she's deeply resourced. My goodness. Well, yeah, you can imagine her parents, especially her dad, and her mom would have learned whatever her dad, they were really good at working the system to work it for them, even though it might have hurt many other people in their country. From Slovenia. So, but anyway, you can imagine a grandparent or grandparents being very protective over their grandson and their daughter. And so this is what happens, with Trump. When you're a born psychopath, you wind up having people betray you, because that's the deepest wound of a psychopath, is betrayal. But they betray themselves. They don't know who they are, so they betray themselves. And they betray everyone, and everyone betrays them back. And because life is a transaction based only in material values, not love. So, man, for a relationship reading, these cards could not be any worse. I mean, we have no big change. We have no protection. This one's time, obstacles. The money. We don't have the safety, security of a home. We don't have the protection of the dog. No moon, no peace. We just have nothing but no commitment. No solidity. It's no gifts, no love. No sun shining. Wow. Okay. Well, I'm not surprised, but anyway, I'm just going to let this go, get this uploaded, and send you guys lots of love. Take good care. Bye.